Back to that developing news this morning. House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler issuing subpoenas today for the unredacted Mueller report, including the evidence related to the special counsel's investigation. So joining me now is a member of that committee, Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen of Tennessee. Congressman Cohen, thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome, Hallie.
Let me start here. How confident are you that the Department of Justice will comply with this subpoena demand?
Oh, about as confident as I am that the sun is going to stop shining. It's not going to happen. They're not going to agree to it. It's not going to happen.
So what do you do when they don't comply? What is the next step for your committee?
The next step is asking for a contempt citation against the Justice Department for refusing to comply with the subpoena. And if we have to end up going to court, we can. But the first thing the judiciary would do is go to the full Congress for a contempt citation. It's possible then that Barr will try to negotiate somewhat, but they don't want to give away. We'll have to go to the district court to ask to see the grand jury testimony, and we also need, the Intelligence Committee has a right to the classified hearings information. So it's important that the committee see it all. Mr. Mueller made it clear that he wanted it to go to Congress, that he felt like we had a duty to look at things, and that he felt there was obstruction, but it was obstruction that Congress should look at, or a future, after President Trump leaves office, a future grand jury, because he wanted to preserve the evidence. It was clear.
So you're prepared for this legal battle that seems to be certainly ahead?
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is important information. Barr has shown bad faith. His quote-unquote summary was not a summary. It left out the guts of what Mueller was about and what he found, and the same thing for his pre-press conference. He's been basically a flack PR agent, like Madison Avenue, PR agent for the president, not the Attorney General, so we need to see what else he might be hiding.
Bill Barr has already said, the Attorney General has said that he would offer a fuller, more unredacted version of this report to certain members of Congress in a classified or other kind of setting. Is that not good enough for you? That's not satisfying what you want to see? And if not, why not?
Well, because every member of Congress should see it, number one. Number two, in the classified settings, you're not supposed to, you can't take notes. You get 400 pages or whatever pages were unredacted, which may be, I think I heard 10%, so 40 pages worth of documents. You have to sit there and absorb them, and then you can't tell anybody about them. And so it's important that the other members know about it, where investigation should go and where legislation might need to go.
Do you at this moment have... Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to say, you've got individual one named as a co-conspirator, unindicted co-conspirator in New York for campaign violations concerning porn stars and adulterers. You've got a report that just come out that says Lyon Donald tried to perjure themselves, suborn perjury, and had 10 instances of obstructing justice that John Dean and David Gergen have all said is worse than Watergate, worse than Iran-Contra. And this man's the President of the United States, and he still has people supporting him. It's kind of unbelievable what we got going on in America. We have a crisis in the presidency, and as Kellyanne Conway said, a cancer on the presidency.